Hey guys, Eekthegeek, and I'm back again on Pokemon Showdown, where it is time for something new. Singles is coming to my channel. As you can see, we are about to do some RU. Now, do not worry for all my VGC fans out there. VGC is going to be continuing to be my main thing on this channel that will continue to be pretty much almost every day. It's just I feel like spicing things up, so we're gonna add a little bit of singles, and we're gonna start off with RU because I really want to play the really low tiers like RU, NU, maybe even Little Cup, which would be really cool because I don't know if anyone does that. And maybe UU at the highest, so just because when you play VGC, most of the mons are really strong, good mons, because obviously it's like everything's allowed other than legendaries. So I just want to play low tiers, Pokemon that I never see in doubles, and just play around with that. So obviously, let's see what we got going here. I do see another opposing Ambipom. Looking at my opponent's team though, Rocks looks very good, but he does have Rapid Spin in Sand Slash, which would be a bit annoying. Trying to see who would be the best Pokemon to try to sweep, and then what beats them, so we just get rid of that. Lilligant gets walled by these three, so probably can't sweep with that. Malamar is kind of walled by a few things as well. So is Registeel. Yeah, so I don't really see any good ways to just sweep my opponent here, so we're gonna have to obviously, like, what I try to look in is there a Pokemon that can sweep at least 4 to 5 of my opponent's Pokemon. So yeah, he does well with the Ambipom here. I'm assuming we're about to catch a fake out. I could switch out, but I really want to just sit up my rocks, so he can fake me out. I'll just get them up next turn. I don't really care. Wow, that's a lot of damage. I'm supposed to be physically defensive too, I thought. That's just a lot of damage. That thing's way too powerful, that Ambipom. Do not like that. There's the U-turn. It can be super effective, but honestly it does nothing. He has Life Orb, so I guess that's useful to note, but what else would it be? That's the same thing I'm running. U-turn, fake out, double hit, knockoff, Life Orb, Ambipom, max speed, Jolly, max attack. It's pretty much, it's good, but doesn't have much going for it. Now we're about to see the Rapid Spin, I'm assuming. I don't have any ghost types. It'd be really cool where you like switch in a Pokemon that can take the stuff. I'm very tempted to just switch into Lilligant, set up a Quiver Dance, and then proceed from there, because he's going to Rapid Spin. Oh, he actually goes for Stealth Rocks. He's going to Rapid Spin this turn, I'm assuming. So as much as I want to just Quiver Dance and get rid of him, I mean Quiver Dance and then next turn maybe get rid of him, or Petal Dance this turn and get rid of him. I am faster, so I don't think a Petal Dance will actually they tend to be physically defensive, so actually a Petal Dance probably will kill from this range. So I'm not going to get greedy and set up. I'm just going to try to kill him. There you go. So he's not going to be able to Rapid Spin my rocks away, so that's nice. We're not going to have to try to reset them up. If we did get a Quiver Dance off, he would have got rid of my rocks, but Lilligant would probably be able to do a lot more damage. But see, he's just going to go into something like Ambipom. I am trapped, though, into Petal Dance, so I'm going to just go for it again. Oh my god. Now I know why he went into that, because that was just power. I'm probably going to get outsped as well. So yeah, that was a bit dumb, locking myself in the Petal Dance against that Sand Slash and then just getting wrecked by Ambipom like that. Wow, that's a powerful fake out, I do have to say. I'll go into Registeel here, though. I should be able to take whatever he shoots at us. He's just going to go for U-turn, which makes sense. I wouldn't be surprised to see Typhlosion here, or Gastrodon, to be honest. There's the Typhlosion. Honestly, I almost ran Typhlosion on my team, but I chose Mega Camerupt. I might actually switch and go with Typhlosion. But I don't really want 2 Scarf users, but we'll see, I can Earthquake here. I don't think I'll live a hit, though. Not from this range. So, Malamar's 269 speed. No, that thing's fast. Wow, Typhlosion, you're insane. I'm gonna, I really just have to hope I live this and get an, oh wow, he has Flamethrower, not Eruption, so we do get an off an EQ, but that does minimal damage as well. Wow. How much did his Flamethrower do? 43%. We might get a live if he gets a low roll. He does not, so we're actually just going to lose Registeel there. Bit unfortunate, but we can go into Ambipom here. As much as I want to just fake out and potentially take this thing out, I don't think he'll be dumb enough to take that, and so I might want to go for a double hit to hit something that switches in a bit harder. And I'm actually going to take that risk. Wow, of course he would attack. Why not? Because he'll probably just live a... Alright, so I could have faked out and saved myself all that HP, but sadly I was not smart enough to do that. I don't want to really sack off my Ambipom yet, so I'm going to go into Camerupt just because Camerupt really can't do too much to my opponent's team. That Gastron will definitely beat us. Wow, I think it just does an insane amount of damage. I'll just go down here. I don't mind sacking this thing off. Yep, he's going to take me out here. He's going to take even more Life Orb recoil, which is nice. And I can go into my own Ambipom and go for the Fake Out, which I'm going to go for. I should... Oh, wait, there's rocks. That was very dumb of me. See, this is why I'm not a good singles battler. We're going to go to Malamar, though, because we are Scarfed. And we should be able to just Superpower. There's a Superpower. The thing is, he knows we're Scarfed now, and all of his Pokemon will be able to eat up my Superpowers. But does he really have a way of hitting us back? I don't really think so. Although I kind of want to switch out my Malamar, just because a Psycho Cut will be really nice against this Amoonguss. So I kind of want to preserve it. And, Oxy's going to be very nice. I'm going to try to preserve this Malamar so I can Psycho Cut later on. We're going to go into Lilligant here and just sack it off. This is where I wish I still had that Ambipom to just pivot off of that. He's going to take out my Lilligant. That's okay. Oh, wow. I actually could have stayed in with Malamar. Sludge Bomb would have done nothing to me. That's okay. We're going to go into Uxie here, where we're going to try and Psyshock. I think we should have this. He actually goes into Gastrodon. Is that a physically defensive wall? Oof, maybe. Can't really tell by that damage. But I am going to just stay in and can go for a Dazzling Beam, I guess, if that was physically defensive. Nah, he's especially defensive then. So he's going to be able to eat up those hits, which is a bit of a problem. This thing's just defensive all around. I can't really touch him with Uxie, so I'm actually going to Malamar. And, hopefully oof, there's a Toxic. This thing might be able to outstall me. Trying to think. Will it be able to? We can switcheroo this turn, lock it into Toxic. We'll go into that. I don't need the Scarf anymore. There's a Skeleton. The thing is, we're just gonna go down. Even, yeah, we kind of needed the Lilligant to Aromatherapy around now, but I'm just gonna go for the Psycho Cut. Just for some solid damage. That does nothing. And of course he's just going to stay in it. Wow, Skull actually, yeah, of course it took me out this turn. So we're going to lose first match, but like I said again, I'm not an RU battler. As you see, I know little and I'm getting destroyed because I know nothing. He's going to switch into Amoonguss here. I'm questioning that just because I can Psyshock. That's a crit too. Are you joking me? Why do his defensive Pokemon seem so much more defensive than my defensive Pokemon? If that even makes sense. Not really. I don't think he has any way of touching me though, so I just gotta hope I wake up soon. But I'm actually just gonna forfeit because we already lost this, and we're gonna try to get into another battle. As you can see from that first battle, obviously I knew nothing, so because I'm not a singles player, like I said, go check out my VGC if you want to see some actual gameplay. But we're gonna see what we can do here. Looking at my opponent's team, Camerupt actually looks really good. Other than that Quagsire, Lilligant will destroy it. I don't really need to get Rocks up just because it's resisted by all three of these, and this, I believe. So that's not really good. It will hurt that Magmortar, but I'm not really scared of Magmortar. Magmortar is what, Scarf? That's normally what they are, like Scarf, Lava Plume, or something. So I'm definitely going to want to get rid of this annoying thing, but it's not going to be easy. So we're going to go with Ambipom, just because it's a nice offensive lead. There's the Regirock. Alright, I keep thinking that for some reason I have a fighting type move on Ambipom, but I know I don't. So I'm tempted to just go for the Fake Out and get rid of a potential Sturdy, but I feel like he's Clear Body. He's got to be Clear Body. We're just going to go for the Fake Out, just to get some damage on, and that will be nice. There is the Clink Clang. Alright, so he's going to resist that a ton. At this point I probably should just U-turn out. I could knock off a potential item, but I'm just going to U-turn out. There's really no reason to stay in here. We're going to take some more Life Orb recoil, but honestly Ambipom's not taking any hits anyways, so the Life Orb is probably the only thing that Honestly, that little bit of damage really doesn't make much of a difference. He actually switches out into the Quagsire, so he's going to be able to eat that U-turn pretty decently, actually. So that's an interesting switch for my opponent. I do have the switch initiative now. I don't want to go into Camerupt yet, even though I do have Solar Beam. I doubt I'll actually be able to get it off. I'm going to go into Malamar here, because going into Lilligant will pretty much bait him to switch into like a Magmortar or something, so there's no real reason to go for that. I'm actually just going to Superpower, because he really has nothing for Superpower, and I could potentially actually just Scarf lock myself into Superpower. So we'll see how this works. Like I said again, I just don't do singles, and even when I did do singles, I was an OU player, so I really don't know. And he actually goes into his Magmortar. Now, will we outspeed? We have 269, he has 291, so he's probably going to outspeed and get off a powerful hit. We're just going to go for another Superpower, because I feel like we're going to live, and then, oh, we outspeed, so either that's Scarf with a pretty pitiful speed investment, or it's not Scarf at all. Interesting. Oh my goodness, I'm going to be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry I had to go for a second. He did set up the timer on me. Okay, looks like he did it recently though. So I'm just gonna Superpower again because I really don't know what Critter wants to do to us. Just goes for the Mach Punch, which honestly does nothing at +2 defense. So we're actually just gonna get another plus, which is really nice. And I need to close my door. Alright, sorry about that. So he is burned. He actually just forfeits there. Alright, well that's gonna be a win for us. So yeah, basically he had no solution to no solution to Malamar there, which is really awesome. Malamar is just really powerful. I like Malamar. I don't know why it's so low in tiers. I mean, Scarf Malamar, Superpower, that thing is powerful. It's awesome. Obviously, another good contrary user is Superior with Leaf Storm, which is a bit better just because it also has a really nice natural speed, but Malamar's typing is also really good. So let's see if we can find another match. I was having connection issues earlier, so please don't just screw me over right now. I really want to get into a match. Crap. I might end up just ending the episode off early, which would suck because these matches are really short, so I'd rather have like 4 in an episode. Come on, give me a match. This is dumb. I might have to pause the video and come back in like an hour because Showdown's just been dicking with me. Alright, there you go. Finally. Okay, looking at his team again, looks pretty interesting. He's got 3 fighting weaknesses, but then at the same time, like 2 resists. The one problem though is we can't just go into Malamar and just lock ourselves into Superpower because then he can just send in these things, but they're not that physically defensive, so I'm going to try for that sweep. But before we do that, I'm going to try to get up the rocks with Uxie, just to do some chip damage on that, whatever that thing is called. Wow, that cry was powerful. Meloetta, jeez, okay. We're going to just go ahead and stealth rock this thing. He actually just goes for the Shadow Ball. That's not going to do much to us. We are nice and defensive and bulky. I could just sack us off here, but I'm going to go into Ambipom, because we'll be immune. Yep, that's nice. Okay, so no need to sack off our Uxie quite yet. I could fake out here. I do outspeed, so I can also knock off / U-turn. Very tempted to knock off this turn and then U-turn in the following turn. So yeah, he's gonna switch out into Runecliffe. Ooh, that's nice. Oh my god, this is perfect. Malamar is just getting closer and closer to that Superpower sweep, which is basically the goal of this team. Allow Malamar to just Superpower sweep, or even Registeel to just curse up enough to the point where they can't touch it. Or even Lilligant just to get a Quiver Dance sweep as well, but honestly Malamar's the easiest one because it doesn't have to set up, it just has to start Superpowering away. Now we could go for a U-turn and potentially just KO this thing. Actually, U-turn will KO, so I'm gonna go for that. And if he switches out, no, he doesn't. Wow, U-turn does not KO there. That's weird. But yeah, because knockoff he had an item, that's why I did more. Alright, knockoff wouldn't have KO'd there either though. So, looking at his team, I don't want to switch in Camerupt DX. Camerupt looks like it's going to be useful. I'm trying to think of ways I can beat that Runecliffe. It's pretty slow. I'm tempted to go into Uxie. I don't know if we can take an attack. If we can take an attack, then we can just take it out the following turn. Although I'm actually going to go into... I'm going to go into Malamar here. This is really risky, but... Oh, there's the recover. So we can Night Slash this turn and take it out, But I feel like he's going to predict that and switch out, so I'm just going to start superpowering now. And if not, after this will probably be like a 3-hit KO from here. This is really risky, again, but he stays in. He knows the superpower is there, so over-predict on my part. As he actually just goes for Focus Blast, which will be neutral. So I don't really mind taking those, although they're still going to do quite a ton of damage. So maybe I don't really want to take them. I don't know, how much, that is nothing. Next one, it will pretty much do like, what, that much, and then like that much next. And he's got Recover as well, but we can technically just, I don't want to take a hit, so I'm going to go into Elegant. Focus Blast would do a lot though. Yeah, actually, wow, that's so much. I don't know if Petal Dance will KO from this range, and he might just switch out into something. So we're gonna Quiver Dance because we will actually be able to live another Focus Blast then, but he probably will go for a Fire type move. Or Psyshock. Yep, that was dumb. I probably should have just gone for Petal Dance and try to hit this thing hard. I really want to go to Malamar and just Night Slash here, but I'm really scared of that Cobalion switch in, because doesn't that thing have like Justified or something? So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go to Ambipom here though. And I'm just gonna go for the Fake Out. Yeah, alright, so a double hit will take it out from this range. So will a U-turn though, so I'm going to go for that if he wants to try to preserve this thing. He doesn't, so he's just going to let it go down. We're going to go out into Uxie, because Uxie is kind of useless here, or a Yuxie, or however you pronounce it. And so I don't really care what he sends in on this thing, that's why I decided to go out into it rather than risking something else, because obviously he gets to choose his matchup versus us. So I could predict him to go for another Shadow Ball and switch into Ambipom. But I'm not going to make the same prediction twice. Now, I don't know how good he is, so I'm just going to T-Wave. Slowing this thing down will be quite nice, as he actually just goes to the Hyper Voice, which also KOs. Yeah, it's Stab, so obviously that'll KO. But I am free to go into Ambipom. I can Knock Off, I can Fake Out. I'm going to Fake Out the first turn and then Knock Off the next. So he does switch out, so good thing I didn't Knock Off yet. That's going to be resisted, so I'm going to go for the U-turn. Is that thing Scarfed? I doubt it's Scarfed. Ooh, is that a thing? Scarfed Cobalion? Well, we're about to figure out. No, of course not. Okay, so got some chip damage there. That was actually pretty dumb just because the Life Orb did more to us than anything else. We're going to go to Camerupt. Hopefully we don't take too much damage. He's just going to go for the close combat. Wow, oh my god. No, I don't really like Camerupt because now I'm slower and he's just going to be able to knock me out anyways. Whatever, I'm going to stack this off, and then I'll be able to go into my Malamar, and we might actually potentially be able to sweep from this point. Superpower is neutral against everything except the Noivern, but Noivern is so frail that this is probably going to destroy his team right now, going for Superpower. If he stays in, that's just a free +1. His best bet would be to switch into Noivern there. Yep, just so I don't have the +1 yet. Looking at that damage, though, I don't think another one will take him out. So, I don't know whether I want to risk it yet. I don't. I'm going to go into the Registeel. There's the Draco Meteor. Nice and resisted. I might have taken out Malamar, so I wasn't going to risk it yet. Question is, what's he going to switch out into? Honestly, whatever he switches out into is just going to be taking some neutral Iron Head damage. And that's all I really want. Because from this range, Malamar wins with Superpower, I believe. He's just going to go into his Cobalion. He's probably going to take me out with a close combat, but that's okay. We'll sack it off and try to get this Earthquake off. Wow, he lives. So Earthquake might just take out Cobalion here. No, he's got a Shuka Berry as well. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, that's okay. That's okay. He's just going to lower his special defense some more, or his defense some more, so that's okay with me. Now, we can go into Malamar. He'll have to switch in Noivern, but because of the rocks, Superpower will actually just be a KO, so he's going to have to sack this thing off, but even then, we have the free +1, so we might be able to win from now. Alright, so it looks like we were way behind, but now this is the point where Malamar can actually just sweep. We got rid of the Rhinoclist nice and early. Noivern is injured to the point where we can finish it off with another Superpower, and we might just get a Malamar sweep unless he has enough protects and things to actually just stall out Superpower's PP. I don't think he will, though. Malouetta, does this thing have anything? If it's Scarf, it can be a bit of a problem. We're about to figure out if this thing's Scarfed. It is not Scarfed. That's nice and neutral. +2. You are dead, sir. How many more Superpowers do we have? I think we have 2 more. That's just enough, unless he has Protect again. Alright, there's the Shiftry. Oh, we have 3. Okay, so we should be okay. He goes for the Sucker Punch, which is going to do nothing. Just going to give him some Life Orb recoil. And crit didn't matter there at all, because we're at times 3 attack right now, which is, what, a +4? So that's pretty much game, and that's the Malamar sweep. This is why this thing is a threat, and I really love this thing. Honestly, it's amazing. You just get rid of any Psychic type. Noivern are very common, but with Rocks up, it will allow you to kind of beat it. So it looked like we were losing Pokemon there, but all we were doing was chipping him down to the point where we could get a Malamar sweep just like that. And well, this guy was pretty high rating, 1344, and we were only 1100s. So that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed RU and you want to see it again in the future, leave a like. If you want to see me do other tiers, then post that down in the comment section below. I will read it, I will see it, I will process it through my head, and then I will decide what to do from there. But other than that, go check out my VGC videos if you want to check that out, because that is my main thing, that is what I'm good at, and that is what I like to do. But other than that, subscribe, because I'll continue to post daily, and goodbye.